Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's your girl, Jakinia Lawrence of the Fox Enterprises and the Vixen's Den. I'm so sick of excuses. I'm just going to be real with you. I am so sick of excuses. I'm even sick of myself giving an excuse for something, to be honest. If you have excuses, now is the time to get rid of them before you start the traditional new year, okay? Before 2018 comes in, you need to get rid of all excuses about anything. Period. Anything. Just get rid of your excuses. Excuses are like buttholes. Everybody has them. Okay? It makes no sense. Some of the excuses that I hear people tell me as to why they can't join an $18 business, or as to why they can't join a $39.90 business, as to why they can't do offers that total $5. Guys, the excuses are so lame now. You come up with the most asinine things. If you don't have it, you simply don't have it. Don't come up with some elaborate excuse to make it sound like you're making the effort, but it's just not feasible at this time. Just simply say, I don't have the money. It's understandable. I've been in your shoes before. I haven't had the money to do a lot of things. I don't make excuses for it. I simply say, I don't have the money. Period. Okay? So what I want to talk about today, as you can tell, is excuses. I want to talk about the perception of deception. People sit around and they think long and hard about why they don't want to do something. What sounds good to keep them from an argument or a disagreement or a challenging statement. Instead, as an adult, now is the time to just make a decision. You are responsible for your life. You're responsible for where you are in life. It took me a while to pretty much wrap my head around that factor and stop pointing fingers. Yes, some people help contribute to some of the things I've gone through, but ultimately it was my fault. Ultimately, it was me who did it. So I had to stop making excuses, not only for other people, but for myself. I have to look at what reality is putting in front of me, and I have to go from there. So when you tend to make excuses for the little things, then you'll start making excuses for big things. And what you'll find out is that you're going to forever struggle because you're always going to have an excuse. Now is the time to step out of your comfort zone. Start doing things differently. Start doing things that you don't normally do, that make you uncomfortable in order to move forward in your life, to be successful. There's no problem with you being bogged down by life. Just don't make it your address to be bogged down. What does that mean? I was told by a pastor a long time ago that it's okay that you go through worry and stress. Just don't make it your address, meaning don't set up shop in that worry and stress. Don't live in that worry and stress for any length of time. Think about it, evaluate it, spend your 24 to 48 hours on it, then release it, let it go, and get back on the horse and get to riding. Nowadays, you cannot afford to be slack or lack in anything in life. If you plan on being successful, you're going to have to do the things that your friends are probably not going to do. That means getting uncomfortable. I've been getting uncomfortable since I've made this move to Tennessee, and I tell you, 2 years later, I'm a lot better than I was in all the other time that I was in another state, just to be honest with you. Even though I've had some trials and I've had some tribulations, it has still been better for me than it had been in so many other years prior. So I'm encouraging you all to cut the excuses out, minimize the excuses, if not completely eliminate the excuses. Be real with yourself first so that you can be real with other people. Just be honest. You get a lot further when you're honest about a situation. People tend to look at you differently because they're like, wow, that person was really honest with me. Do I want to go with the honest person or the person who tried to deceive me? It makes a big difference when you're dealing with your own personal stake as well as business. So with that, guys, for that being said, I will check you out the next time. Bye-bye.